Hi guys, Artiar here. So Etheria just posted a new Animus Plume skill kit video, so we can take a look here. What is she going to do? I briefly watched through it, and good to say, she's actually not an AoE DPS like we thought on the previous video. We was like, some player actually mentioned like the kit she leaked, like data mine, is actually like AoE damage dealer, but in the end it seems like it's not, because they're gonna release her as a support unit. So probably all those data mine and stuff they actually leaked earlier, or probably they data mine out, is not that accurate other than the name itself. But let's take a look at what she can actually provide. Her kit seems very interesting. I don't like being questioned. If you want to work with me, you don't need to share your opinion. Alright, support type. Specializing in group debuffs. So this unit in herself already is doing good in two kind of team comp. Either gonna be Cleave, because she also can put the debuff like damage, increase, all this thing. And then another thing is about CC, because she also brings into Dispel as well.
Her ultimate skill dispels.
See, ultimate also dispel enemy debuff. Apply defend down and weakness, so it makes that unit able to dispel the enemy immunity. Applies defend down, so your Messiah or your other AoE damage dealer like Yeli, for example, or for example Rin, is gonna do a lot more damage to them because you are able to dispel that immunity, apply defend down, and increase their damage taken as well.
Her skill 2 can gradually stack Curse Quill, increasing damage
dealt by your ally. So it's gonna do a lot of damage.
AoE attack, allowing her to quickly apply Curse Quill to all enemies.
Okay.
Excels in high difficulty PvE and PvP.
So from what they say, Plume is going to be made for high difficulty, which is like late end game PvE and also PvP content as well, as a supporter unit. Controlling battle through rapid dispel. So she have dispel, she have damage increase, she have defend down, which is going to be very good.
Skill 1. Plume deals damage to all enemies and applies 1 stack of Curse Quill for 1 turn.
AoE damage on skill 1, apply 1 stack of Curse Quill, which will increase the damage dealt by your allies for 1 turn. Okay.
Increases damage taken
damage taken by the target, so you do more damage. Oh, and also apply speed down in the debuff. If that's the case, probably the Curse Quill can actually able to stack with speed down. If you can apply speed down on them, like for example using Viper, applying speed down and attack down, then probably her kit here able to provide defend down and also provide speed down inside the Curse Q, so you can actually do a lot more damage as well. The kit looks very good for the S1.
Skill 2.
Passive skill.
When an enemy is debuffed, they gain Curse Quill. After each enemy unit takes action, grants turn meter plus to all allies.
Damn, this is crazy. You know what crazy is? Because this is actually a passive. It's a passive skill. The skill 2 is a passive skill. So with this passive skill here, every time the enemy actually is debuffed, when an enemy is debuffed, it didn't mention like what kind of debuff, unless it's going to be specifically Curse Quill, or else if any enemy is debuffed, we can actually use like Freya to apply the Neckman debuff, or we can use like Handreach for example to apply all kind of debuff. So as long as the enemy is debuffed, you trigger the effect and get Curse Q. So you'll stack the Curse Q easier, and then every time after each enemy unit takes the action, I'm not sure if this enemy takes action, do they consider them as inside the control as well? Because if the enemy is actually in control state, like for example Slumber, for example Stun, what if it also counts as action? It will turn meter push for all your allies. Not sure what is the percentage here, but if you can actually turn meter push for all your allies while the enemy is actually on control state like stun, then you're basically able to rotate your team skill a lot more faster, like keep taking turns, because you keep getting turn meter push for all your ally, because as long as they are debuff and as long as they take action, unless control state doesn't count and you need the enemy to actually take the action. I'm not sure how the interaction will be for this part.
Ultimate. Plume deals 3-hit AoE attack.
3 hits, so she can actually abuse Revelation. 3 hit.
With each hit having a chance to dispel enemy buffs.
So 3 hit, every 3 hit you have a chance to dispel enemy buff. You have 3 chances to actually dispel. It's basically Handreach. Heinrich S3,
and apply lower defense
and defend down and weakness.
Weakness, reducing damage dealt by the target.
Then you also get damage reduction, like reducing damage dealt by the target. So if you're playing cleave or you're playing like control, and then if you apply the weakness to them, first they reduce a defend down. So unit like Rahu, unit like Holden, they already reduce their DPS stats because they need defend to do damage. And then with the weakness here, reduce the damage deal, so your unit here won't get easily killed by the counter. Like if Holden or let's say Rahu actually triggers the counter attack, and then their damage deal to you is going to be lower because of the defend down and also because of the weakness reducing the damage deal. So your team survival will get a lot increased. So her kit here is very nice. Okay, so as a disorder unit, and then with the skill kit she have a lot of thing in her. So she have like AoE dispel with 3 hit, and then she have defend down, AoE defend down as well, and then also AoE weakness debuff, a passive that can increase all your team turn meter push. How many percentage, we have no idea. And then your S1 here can also apply the curse quill that can further increase the enemy damage taken as well. So it's actually very good. Like in her kit as a supporter unit, she provides a lot of value. So I think she's going to be very good. I'm not sure in terms of lattice wise, is it going to be worth it, because we can't see the skill up, we can't see the percentage. Like, is the AoE dispel rate at level 1 is going to be so low, and then you need to actually skill her up to get the higher percentage of dispel. Then all these things we might actually need to lattice her. But I am actually pretty happy that she's not an AoE DPS, because we already have Messiah, we have Yeli as an AoE DPS, and then we have Lilium as a single target DPS. So I'm always very curious, like if they actually release another AoE DPS like so soon for a disorder unit, then probably I'm out of lattice. Like I'm really out of lattice. I can't really invest another DPS unit at the moment. But since she's a supporter unit, then usually supporter unit the requirement for lattices are actually lower than the DPS, because DPS usually you want to max all, right, for every single stats you want to get. And for Plume, probably we just want her speed, and probably for the chance of dispelling or applying the debuff depends on how the lattice investment is. So for now, it seems very solid to actually get 1 copy, and she might actually work perfectly fine. But for those like stats based, the percentage, the multiplier, we're gonna wait until they actually put to our server, and then we can take a look at the stats. But for now, she seems a very solid supporter unit, and I'm actually very interested to get her. She brings a lot of value, and probably I can use her and Heinrich together. Then I have 2 dispeller unit in my team. Then I can play with a lot of control unit. Let's say I put in Kazuyo in my slot 3, I lock her in, and then I put Heinrich and her at my slot 4 and slot 5, then I'm guaranteed that I have an AoE dispeller and also debuffer as well. Oh my god, I thought there's only 1 LD unit. Alright, there's actually 2. There's another unit here, and she is actually an SR unit. I thought I'm gonna end the video, but then I saw, oh, they actually posted another unit video here. Okay, so let's take a look here. She's an SR unit, and she's gonna be a controller. So let's take a look here. We can skip this part. So he is Hizuki Maria, is a control type animus. So other than like, let's say Mio, let's say like Kraken, let's say like Kazuyo, Tachi the God, and also Obo, and now we're gonna have another control unit as well, and she is gonna be Disorder, if not mistaken, Disorder unit. So she can actually ignore all those elemental disadvantage stuff.
Himari is a
Alright,
control type
so we can take a look here. Her S1 here, not S1. Ultimate here is an AoE petrification and resist down, so it's actually a very strong controls unit. And then the passive here is also very unique. The passive effect, all units on the battle, no matter is ally or no matter is the enemy, they both get the same effect, increasing their attack while reducing incoming healing. Just her kit herself, it will instantly counter bruiser unit already. For example, those units who are actually abusing the like 3 healer or 4 healer to keep maintaining their team alive, like let's say they're using Sanya, Fuchu, Ling Lo in the same team to actually keep massively healing, right? But if once they actually bring her out, and then she's gonna apply this passive here to every single one, including your ally, so everyone will have healing reduction. so their healing is going to get reduced, and increasing their attack. But this increased attack here is actually useless for those bruiser unit. For example, you're using Holden, Tiamat, Rahu, Mizuki, all these things they don't care about attack, right? The attack stats for them is actually useless. So increasing their attack don't give value for them, and reducing healing actually affect them. While increasing attack here will boost your control unit, actually do a little bit more DPS, so you might actually able to kill them faster, and also reduce the incoming healing doesn't affect your team, because usually when you play CC unit, you don't even care about your healing, right? So this passive instantly counter bruiser a lot.
Strong counter to healers in PvP
yeah,
battles.
strong counter to healers in PvP battle is a lot.
Single...
Then S1 here deals damage to a single enemy with a chance to apply turn meter reduction. So you can control them in reduction, but there's no control effect here.
Chance to apply minus turn meter. Skill 2.
Then S2 here, passive aura, grants all unit on the battle attack up. Okay, so this attack up buff is what they mentioned about increasing their attack while reducing incoming healing. So I don't understand, like, this attack up, is it like the attack up buff we usually get, which is like 40% increase? If that's the case, it's actually like going to be like a perma attack up increase. Like, you don't even need attack up buffer now if you actually have her, because she will always give everyone attack up buff. But we have to see her interaction in battle, how it will go.
Battlefield increased attack but reduced healing.
Received.
Additionally,
all allies cannot be buffed with attack up. So I think the attack up is actually the same amount with the other attack buffer, which is going to be 40%. So it's 40% attack up buff.
Ultimate.
And then ultimate here, AoE 2 hit damage, so you have 2 chances probably to actually apply petrification and resist down. Then this resist down actually comes in very handy, especially you are pairing with your other control unit. So your other control unit can actually control them very easily, because you reduce their resistance, and you also already stun them. So you pair with like Obo or Mizuki, Makoto, you can actually like just keep controlling them like infinity control, while increasing all your team attacks, so you can actually slowly chip their HP off faster, while enemy healing got reduced, so they can't actually heal back up so often. So I think it's going to be a very, very strong control unit, and combined with the previous Plume, which is an AoE dispeller, and also reducing their defense down, and also like put up the weakness, all these things here, I think it's going to be a control meta soon. It's probably going to be a control meta soon, and it's going to be very, very annoying. So in my opinion, they are both going to be a must summon, especially she's just an SR. It's very easy to build her up. Then she's actually going to be very annoying because of the passive she can provide, like reduced healing is directly a counter for those healer team, and then grants all unit on the battle attack up. So I have to see this attack up buff, is it the same amount of percentage with the normal buff we provide? And another thing I noticed that, do we saw this shell before? Is this a new shell? I'm not sure, like, is this a new shell? Because I don't think that I see this shell before, unless this is actually like a beta test shell and then they actually record it earlier, or else probably this shell is a new one, right? If you know, okay, you can also let me comment down and let me know as well, because I don't think that I actually saw this shell before. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Special thanks for the direct support on the YouTube membership. So for the benefactor of Artiar, which is Trencan, thank you so much for your support. And for the supporter or patron of Artiar, which is Louis Schneider, Agni, Wang Tamer, Ziggy, Kamaruki, Sunwaltz, Rimu, Chani, Antonio Winterspoon, First Law, D&D, thank you so much for your support. And special thanks to the Super Thanks MVP, HMZ Riggs, thank you so much for your support. Special thanks for the direct support on the live stream super chat for the latest 10. Thank you so much for Code Wardeners, Calamity, Agni, Love Fatima, Fatima Little Underwear, Bloods, Riku Fred, Chani. Thank you so much for your support.